fact, Transformer TCG fans. Okay, I don't like doing teaser videos like this, but here we go, yet again. So this is concerning some upcoming cards. I'm getting a lot done. Now, first of all, the Battlefield cards are now called base cards. Okay, just base. Now, some of them are not all exactly bases. Might have been better as, like, say, maybe a secret action or a utility or something. But I'm like, no. If I want something to be changed for the duration that this card is in play, I want a certain trait to be changed while this card is in play, not just as an upgrade or an action, which is even more temporary. In the base cards are going to be just like the Battlefield cards, where it's going to affect your characters, and your players' characters. If you're trying to do something with your mercenaries, you're going to affect their mercenaries. You want to affect your Autobots, it's going to affect their Autobots. Titan, whatever it is. Now, first of all, you're going to have a stratagem. Unfortunately, I forgot. I'm running out of room on these things. But, so it doesn't have anywhere on the card that the stratagem is required to play. Okay? But they're obvious new cards, because the line in the middle that normally says action, secret action, upgrade, whatever, is no longer gray in the background. It's green to try to grab your attention. And I've had to recolor that green, put in new text to try to match the previous text. These are not zone cards, though they're probably going to feel like zone cards. Not everybody is I don't know if y'all are playing this stuff, because I don't see many comments on all my videos, but I really appreciate the hits, because this is a non-monetary channel because it's so small. Not worried about it. I'm just trying to add to the game to help y'all have casual fun and continue the game with something fresh, something new. So there's that. So, and because I'm a simple person, simple-minded little southerner down here, that you know, I don't have the sophistication of card knowledge from other card TCGs or CCGs like ATP and the Art does. Okay, so I'm keeping this the KISS method. Keep it simple and stupid. Okay, that's just me. So that's kind of where I'm going from this side of things. And if if you've been here any length of time, that I've been working on these for 2.5 years. Ever since Wassy Plays mentioned in a video January of 2020, before the game was canceled, and teasing us, hey, what do y'all think about location cards? And I thought, interesting. Some people were like, well, there's not enough locations. And I'm thinking, oh, I believe there's plenty. And there are. So, and again, I'm using screenshots. I apologize. It's the best I can do. Nothing is hand-drawn. They're all screenshots, whether it's from Beast Wars, G1, Animated, Armada, whatever. I really don't have anything from Rescue Bots in these base cards, but there's that. I did. We'll see. But in some other neat stuff, Cyberverse. I think I got a few things from Cyberverse, like the Argon Sea. So there's things coming. There's things coming, and some areas out of the comic book as well that are going to require this the Cygar that you can put on Cup, and Cup gets a little apart from having a Cygar, but it'll help anyone else if it's in a certain location with a base card in play. Okay, so there's that. So on top of maybe needing a card or two, so far just the Cygar, to help prevent unwanted actions from base cards. Base cards can also nullify either player from playing certain cards. I started this with my Scraplet card. Yes, it's a card that I made myself. Scraplet, which is, I think, is a nice addition to the game. It seems fairly safe and fairly simple. It's a stackable card, but you can only stack it when the defender has at least a total of 3 defense. Then you can play them all 3. If not, you can only play as many cards as defense they have. Okay? Well, remember Scraplets from the comic book. Or maybe TF Prime. I can't remember if they incorporated that in the Prime show or not. No water. So originally when I was making Battlefield cards, anything that was concerning water, I was doing all that on my phone, people, to where you can't play Scraplets. So I'm still doing that. It should be, you know, kind of popping out. The little area where you normally see actions, secret actions, or upgrades is going to be green on the back in the background. And I've been typing stuff over. It's been laborious so far. Out of over 60 cards, or 60, 70 plus cards in the making for base cards, I have 8 ready. That's it right now. But it's been going. It's been going. I've been working with some of this, maybe not exactly making a few things fair, but trying to spread out the love, so to speak. So I am using the Excel spreadsheet, and you know, I've been trying to organize this somewhat more organized than anything else I've done. I did try doing that with my Power Masters. We're gonna finish those. There's not many left, et cetera, et cetera. So just some neat things coming. Just some neat things coming that I felt the need. Y'all need to know. I've been doing a lot of videos, and I did 2 videos already trying to reveal some new characters, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and then something wasn't quite finished or quite right. So I'm like, okay, I need to do this again. So you're gonna see some new characters. Pretty much that you've already seen, but they're nice and updated. They look great. They play great. I've finally been able to try to test and play some of these in mock games before I do the video reveal. Oh gosh. One of these guys is very fun. And once I realized, this might be a little strong, I had to change one character a little bit. This is neat. I think you're going to like what's coming. I don't want to have y'all on the edge of your seats, but I hope you are. So, more fun coming. No, I'm not all the big guys that know so much what they're doing that they're going forward and banning cards, wizard cards, one at a time. I'm more casual. I'm like, let's, you know, play whatever happens is what's going to happen. But there's one card that I'm beginning to see why it was not created. Sorry, buddy. Extra Measures, which is an armor card that he made to where you can have 2 utilities in a utility slot. Well, I think there's a reason why Wizards did not do anything like that, because I think it was in reference for the possibility, excuse me, in the anticipation of them bringing out Power Masters possibly in wave 6 or 7. They may have gone ahead and said, okay, we can't have multiple utilities on a character. We can do multiple weapons with oh golly, I can't remember the name of the cards. Soldier shoulder holster, and then, you know, being able to play that utility that lets you put on 2 different armors in an armor slot. Oh gosh, Orange Pip card starts with a D. It's on the tip of my tongue. So I think that might, if we needed to ban any one homemade card, it might be Buddy's Extra Measures. And I hate to say that because it's a really neat card, but when it comes to putting Battle Masters in utility slots, I don't know. That turns very problematic, especially how I've made Power Masters. Okay. Now, Dreadwing is the exception, and because of Dreadwing, that's one, he has to be combined to have 2 utility slots. Okay. Then you have that one Prime that can have 3 utilities on him. So yeah, which what people complained about too, from what I can remember. It's been a while. It wasn't the first Prime. It was that Prime from Wave 3, I believe. You can put 3 matrices on him, or you know, 3 cargo. I forgot the name of the full name of the card. The 3 cargo things on there, and 2 other utilities. I mean, crap. You know, so he could wear, daggum, I guess 3 Power Masters if you wanted to. Power Master Battle Masters. And Dreadwing could have 2, and anyone else that has more than 1 utility slot. If there's any one card that we might really have to nix in a casual game, it might have to be Extra Measures. I hate saying that, but that's a possibility, guys. But I've been doing some neat mock games and playing some of these cards before I reveal them. I'm glad I have, because that has been my #1 mistake, that I normally reveal stuff before I play them, because it's just me now for the most part. But I just want to give a shout out, a big thanks to Buddy for being able to play with him when we did. Tina, Chuck, all y'all guys, Adam, who's really helped, and there's some of y'all in the comments from years ago that's helped me point this channel in the right direction, in a more creative direction, with the know-how and the programs to help say, hey, here's this. Hey, have you tried that? Hey, you know, you can use this instead of keep trying to use your phone, etc., etc. And it's just been very good, very learning experience. And I really appreciate all the hits when it comes to the card game and any card stuff that I talk about on this channel, because I can get political, I do get spiritual, but I try to keep everything kind of separate in my playlists. I try to, but at the same time, it's all under the umbrella of me, Grillenheimer. So there's that. So if you want to go, I don't like this, and let me watch this, just do the playlist, you know. I've been getting a lot of hits lately. I really appreciate it. This channel's over 50. Now watch my, the last time I did something like this, it went down below 50, but 50 subscribers. Thank you so much. Gosh, I sound like Colin Browland now. Oh boy. But, or anyone else. So I didn't mean to go over 10 minutes on this, but just a big thanks. I'm doing these cards not for me, because I don't have all the money and paper and time to get a lot of play in with this stuff, to be able to have the money to print this stuff out. I understand make playing cards, I think is what they're called, isn't doing Transformer stuff anymore. Depends on who you get. For the most part, they've said no, possibly for possible copyright infringements. I did have one deck done by them that they did print for me, and they didn't do a good job. They looked great, but some stuff got, some of the stars got cut off, And those were back in my Marina War days. Speaking of Marina Wars, those cards, I may have to go back and kind of update those a little bit, because scrub off the barnacles, get your boats out of the water, to clean them off to be put back in, because thanks to these base cards, some boats in my Marina War upgrades and cards from that set might get a little more play. They may not be very strong cards, they may not be that great, but they might get some play with some of these base cards when you're able to make other characters boats. We'll see you next time. We'll see how it goes. So far, I have over 70 ideas of my battlefield cards turning into base cards. I only have about 8 done. Well, let's say 7. Well, no, 8. We'll say 8. More to come. More to come. This channel isn't dead yet. Well, it'll never be gone. But I would like to wash my hands of the Transformers TCG. But the more I see, the more I want to update, and the more I just want to color. Who knows? I may end up recoloring the boat characters. I may end up coloring in my Unicron. My wife is about ready for me to be done with this, but she knows it's a hobby. She knows that I kind of like doing this. But I'm also doing this for y'all. And it's not for notoriety. It's not for money. I'm not monetized. I don't get any money for this. I'm trying to do this for y'all to go to the Dropbox to see what you want, to see you think, you know, ooh, I like these ideas, I like these cards, let's mix these in and see what happens with some official stuff, with some ARC stuff, with some other homemade stuff, ATP, etc. I think I've got more than a dozen cards that are playable, that really add to the game. These base cards coming are interesting. I like them. They're still in the same vein as the battlefield cards, and they basically are the battlefield cards. It's going to be the final stage for them. They're looking great. We're going to start playing around with some factions, with some traits, and keeping both you and your other player from playing certain cards, not just scraplets. We'll see you next time. As always, don't have a rainy day. Have a blessed day. And I'm blessed to have some rain for a change. We haven't had much rain down here in my state for over a week. We'll catch you next time. And as always, all the bots flip out and let's roll.